Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's interview guest is Urmi. Thank you for saying yes and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, and I like to introduce you a little bit to the audience before I ask my inspiring questions to you. Okay. You, yeah, Urmi is living in Canada and she works in the financial services. Um, she's the self-published author, speaker, blogger, polyglot, and mentor. She's the holder of the CFA charter. Her first book is Discovering Your Identity, a Rebirth from Interracial Struggle. She's also an advocate of women's empowerment, and I would like you to talk a little bit about that. What does that mean, and how does it look like?
For me, women's empowerment means to uplift other women and to see their potentials, to help them see their potential and reach their potential. And I do this a lot through volunteering work and organization that I'm part of. So there are a few of them that I am currently working with. One of them is called Women in Leadership, where I volunteer as a social media lead, and the whole purpose of the organization is to basically have more women in leadership positions, promote more gender equality. So we do offer a lot of workshop, webinars, mentorship program, leadership program. So our job is really to empower these women who sometimes don't have that confidence or don't have that tools to see what they're capable of.
Wow, that sounds amazing, and it fits good to our motto here in the Inspired community. If you can read this women empowered leadership, and then at the bottom it says creates outstanding managed events, and I think this is also what you stand for. Yes, so it fits perfectly. Thank you so much. And my first question is, what inspires you?
I think for me, it's just the people I connect with on a daily basis. I think I'm surrounded with people who are very inspirational, who do a lot of good for the society, good for the community, and I guess I get very much inspired by their work and what they do. And it's not just celebrity, but it's just like normal people who are being a change maker. So I get inspired a lot by people.
Wow. Thank you so much. And my next question is, who inspires you? You said people, but are there certain people like names or
Yeah, there is one in particular, and that's a celebrity. Actually, that's Meghan Markle. I initially first got inspired by her because she does a lot of humanitarian work, and I could see how she would travel the world and she would go to like countries and give her time to help out different communities. And then I was very much inspired by one of her speeches that she gave for the United Nations. And after watching the speech, I was like, yeah, that's it. This is what I want to do. So that's how I got that spark in me. It was through that speech that I have seen of hers.
wow, thank you so much for sharing. And I wanted to ask this also, if you are traveling for your charity work.
No, not at this moment because I can't with all the commitments. It does not allow me to travel. But I'm not able to travel in those places, but I'm still able to give back virtually. So it's not a hurdle, the fact that I'm not able to move. Yeah.
I'm so inspired now what you said about um, you are not traveling physically, but you can do this online. And this is also what I do with my podcast. It's like a world travel when I do interviews with all
Yeah.
these amazing people. And when now I got the impulse or the idea to combine that and I'm sure there are virtual charity events.
Yeah,
And
yeah. There are plenty of
mm,
them. Honestly, there are plenty of
wow.
them. Yeah.
It's amazing what you said. Wow. And I have to look up the speech you mentioned from Meghan Markle. to the United Nations, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on an event during the like it was a United Nations event. It's on YouTube. You can find it easily. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. This is inspiring. Okay, my next question is, how do you inspire other people?
um, I inspire other people with my everyday actions, my connections that I do every day. I think I like to say, leave a sparkle in everyone, in people's life, whether it is through information, whether it is through a smile, whether it is with, just saying, how are you? I think it just makes a huge difference, to brighten up someone's day. So that's how I like to inspire people.
Oh, yes, I see it. I witnessed it and I feel it. Thank you. Yes, really, it is. Yeah. And what are your gifts and talents?
You know what? That's a very good question. I don't know what's my gift and talent. I don't think I know it. I think I should. I think I have to ask someone, because we're like our worst uh, self critic, and so because of that, I don't think I'm able to like pinpoint what exactly is my best talent, or what's my hidden talent. I don't know. I honestly do not know. I don't have an answer. I think it's best to ask like people around me what they think is my best talent.
Yeah, I see. I understand. I receive this answer also often from people, and I think it is what we love to do, what we love the most. So, what is it?
Maybe.
What is it?
I think, well,
Mhm.
now that now that we're talking, I think probably the fact that I am very passionate in everything that I do. I think that's something that one of my friends told me once, which I never thought of, but I think it's true. He said to me, you're very passionate in everything that you do in your life. So probably that shows in the work that I do.
Wow, I love that answer. And can we talk a little bit about your book? You wrote a book, and is it it's you sent me that your first book's name is Discovering Your Identity. That sounds really amazing. Is there another book you have? Or
I don't have another book yet, yet, but I do like the idea of writing a second book. I think when I wrote the first one, I got a sort of like a pump, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to write the second one. I do have some ebooks out there, but not a second book yet. It's a work in progress. Yeah.
and when you talk about identity in your book, what would you um what would you say to someone who's seeking the identity? How to start with how to
It's
start?
how to start. Well, it's a bit complex, I think. I think it really goes from person to person, because mine was more from a culture point of view. But I think having open dialogues, open conversations about how you feel, it's a good starting point. And also, when it comes to accepting yourself, never look for validation for other people. I think, unfortunately, we as people will always look for validation from people to feel accepted and to be who we're supposed to be. But I think you have to seek the validation within you before you look at in other places. So that would be my advice.
Mm. Oh, this sounds great. And to look inside you because we don't need validation from other people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And how would you define the word identity? What is identity?
To feel good in your skin.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh, now I'm speechless. Thank you so much. Wow, to feel good. I feel
Yeah.
good now. Talking to you. Thank you so much. Okay, what are your next projects?
That's an interesting question too, because I have always a huge list of things that I want to accomplish.
Mm.
But one of them is, of course, I would like to have a second book released. And my other project is I want to give a TED talk. I want to give a speech, and that's because it goes back to what I've seen. Goes back to what inspired me in the first place, which was this speech from Meghan Markle. So I do want to give something like that.
Oh, I love that. And can you give us a little insight about your second book, for example, just a little topic, what it will be about?
It will probably be the continuation of the first one. Yeah.
And is it also, yeah, is it about you?
Oh, probably, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I see you cannot discover so much because it's a surprise and it's in the making.
Yeah.
Mm, so what are your goals for this year? I know I asked for the projects, but goal is something different. What is your goal? Is it the speech,
Um,
the TED Talk?
the TED Talk has been more of a long-term goal, which is something I've been working on a daily basis. But definitely continue to do the things that I do right now, but a bit better. Uh, just get closer a little bit, get closer to my long-term goal. That would be my goal. Of course, like I'm trying to work on my Spanish. If I have to throw one of the goals, it's something that I would like to improve, uh, and be able to speak a bit better, and also to travel more. That's another one. To continue creating YouTube content and reach the 1,000 subscribers. So these are some of the little things that I am working on. Yeah.
Wow, this sounds amazing. And when you think about the TED Talk, your long-term goal, what is the next step you are going to do?
I never went that far, honestly. Like I don't know. Like I'm just hoping that once I give a TED talk, that will open me like more doors to more opportunities. But
Mhm.
like it just stops there. So I'm not able to go through that hurdle or
Ah,
through that, past that goal.
oh, I mean before when you are preparing for it, um, are you? I know there are some like speaker courses or to learn how to
Yes.
prepare. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah, yeah. I'm part
what
of the
are you?
Toastmasters club. Yeah, I'm part of the
Okay.
Toastmasters club. So I've
Mhm.
been part of it for the past 5 years. I go and practice my public speaking there. Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love this because I don't know how this works, so I have to ask you. And so it's really a long-term goal, but you are sure that you achieve it because it's already done. I see you on stage, and we all will witness this. I'm so happy that you are here, and I have a last question, of course, maybe two. Um, and my question is, when people reach out to you after listening to this podcast episode, how can they help you? What can they help you with?
Oh, how they can help me? I guess just like just the simple fact of connect with me, that
Mhm.
shows already enough. It means that probably I made a difference, or there was something interesting about me that they liked.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say please connect to Urmi. She's amazing. We will hear so much from her. I see it. And the books, of course, important. I will put it in the show notes, also the links. And yeah, I asked already how can people help you with. So make the connection, get to know each other. It's amazing. And yeah, do you have a last message for our Inspired Podcast community?
I would say this is my this is the one of the quotation that I very much like. It's from Kate Spade, which says, "Leave your sparkle everywhere you go." I very much like to live by that quotation, so that would be my message.
Oh, can you repeat it, please?
Leave a sparkle everywhere you go.
Thank you so much. I see your sparkle. Wow. Thank you so much for this interview. I'm inspired now
Thank you.
and see you in the next episode.